Making suggestions to us about using a real estate agent to do a short sale. We just knew somehow we were going to come out on the short end of that stick, because everything they've done so far had seemed to us anyway to be misleading or frankly dishonest or whatever. We just had no confidence in the bank. But apparently Devin had seen paperwork for the filing and called us up and asked if we considered a short sale. We said we hadn't really, and frankly I didn't really even understand how it worked. So we got together and sat down and talked about it, and discovered that the short sale in fact went through and the bank accepted it, that the $250,000 or so that I owed on this house would go away, and that the insurance and what I'd managed to try and put aside for my wife after I was gone would go to her instead of the bank. And that was really important to me, because by then I'd gotten some serious diagnoses and prognoses. So we talked to Devin a little bit more, and we were cautious, to say the least, because of everything else had gone on with the other company and with the bank and everything. But we worked with the plan. We went ahead, and as time went on, it's funny. When it first started, we didn't trust anybody. We had no trust at all, and we wanted to see everything in paper right away. And we just were so untrusting. But as time went on, a month or two at a time, some trust built up. From our side, anyway. I hope from Devin's side, but from our side, some trust built up that maybe this was okay, and maybe for a change, somebody wasn't in this to try and screw us. Okay. That they were hopefully trying to make a buck, but that they didn't want to take everything I had to make that buck. And they're in business; they want to make a buck. It's just you're seeing them in the bank as the bank wanted it all, no matter where it came from. So we filed some paperwork, and we really, by that time I'd gotten sick, and we weren't in shape to follow up on a whole lot of paperwork and to do all the things that needed to be done, and that's okay, because Devin and Mariah did those things for us, and then he'd come over and bring some paperwork over, and he'd explain what he did, and tell us what had to be signed and why it had to be signed and why he'd done what he did. And we got copies of everything right away, and we kept the file. Just to jump ahead, when we got towards the end of the process, we got copies of the entire file, assembled and collated, and in order, far better than we'd kept it. But